10 tips to make a fanfiction memorable. Do you ever wish your fanfics would be more engaging, immersive, memorable, and timeless? Here are my 10 personal favorite tips on making a fanfiction memorable instead of just reading it. The final one is my most favorite, and there are examples included too. Number 10. Add OCs to it. If you've watched several of my fanfic videos, more than half of the characters included are original characters, almost all of them being fan kids of existing characters and some being friends, relatives, or other minor characters. Original characters give a sense of curiosity and openness to various alternate universes, especially when adding lore to them. Perhaps give them the spotlight on certain fanfics, especially if it's a special event, which leads me to my next tip on enhancing your fanfics. Number 9. Plan a special event fanfic. Are you thinking of hosting a party for your favorite characters or OCs in your fanfics? Then this is where you can learn to plan events, whether it's an anniversary, birthday party, or special hangout. That way you can get to know the characters better and feel the vibe of the fanfic in general. For example, I've got a lot of babies and small children and included first birthday party fanfics where there are cake smashes along with a series of photos for the slideshow, leading to my next tip. Number 8. Add a series of fan art photos. For fanfics that include travel, pregnancy photos, family photos, baby photos, or the first year or sibling photos, a slideshow at the end of the fanfic is a great way to showcase your style and show what was happening in the fanfic on screen or off screen, since the little ones grow up so fast in just a few years. These moments are full of laughter and comedy, so perhaps include that too. Number 7. Add some funny moments. Every famous movie and TV show has funny moments for both kids and adults, so adding them in a fanfic enhances the comedy. Go ahead and talk about humor in various forms, give authentic jokes, or use famous lines and imagine them with RVCs, voice cloning, or voice acting. Number 6. Use AI voices. It's totally up to you to do voice cloning for existing characters or your OCs, but most of all, keep the boundaries healthy and do it for personal and imaginative uses, like me, for example. As a fan of Animaniacs and Sonic the Hedgehog, I have a preference for certain voices and use certain clips to give it the vibe, since I like the reboot Warner voices, modern and Dreamcast Sonic voices, and blend in some voices from my OCs too. Plus, I'm a voice actor, which is what I'll be talking about for my next tip. Number 5. Do some voice acting or impressions. As I mentioned being a voice actor earlier, I also create my own voices for my OCs. And here is an example of Natalie the Hedgehog, and Freya the Echidna, and Wacko Jr. I also talk a lot about famous figures in my fanfics, quite a lot, such as Glenn Gould, Hilary Hahn, Trevor Pinnock, and so on. Number 4. Reference your favorite famous figures. Pop culture has a lot of famous people, but there are other underrated artists and influencers that I refer to a lot in my fanfics. I make several references to Hilary Hahn, Trevor Pinnock, Glenn Gould, Jim Rohn, and many others in my fanfics. That way you can get to know these people better, even for the meme legends, which I'll be talking about in my next tip. Number 3. Add some memes. It's highly recommended to go for the classic memes because we've been doing this since the meme reset of 2026, and I grew up with the classic memes. Whether it includes YTP sentence mixing, AI voices, or famous sound effects from the internet or from characters, that enhances the hard work with a bit of lightheartedness here. One of my most favorite examples is the "It's no use" sound effect of Silver, which I'll be talking more about in the next tip here. Number 2. Include character sound effects. Like I said earlier, I used Silver's famous "It's no use" line in several of my fanfics, and I've also used the "Oh yeah" sound effect from Sonic. There are other character sound effects I use in my fanfics, like when Wacko screams "Clown" or when Yakko says "Woohoo!" These sound effects pair well with the music I use, which leads to my favorite and final tip to make a fanfiction memorable. Number 1. Classical music. Classical music doesn't have words, but it has a lot of rhythm and energy, including Baroque music, Romantic music, or Impressionist music. The most famous composers' music I include in my fanfics are Vivaldi, Bach, Mozart, Beethoven, Handel, Haydn, Mendelssohn, Chopin, Paganini, and so on. Perhaps include the most famous pieces such as the Four Seasons, Brandenburg Concertos, Symphony No. 5, or other pieces such as the Italian Concerto BWV 971, La Cetra, or other sonatas too. Here are some of my favorite examples of memorable moments with classical music from my fanfics, both without dialogue and with dialogue.
Looks like I'm on a roll! Woohoo! I love that old world charm! Woohoo! Chaos control!
I hope you found this helpful. Be sure to check out my fanfics and OCs, and remember to be authentic. Thanks for watching!